Hi everyone, happy Wicked Wednesday and welcome to Shivers Haunted. I am Gina Grossbauer, your curator for all things spooky. Getting further into October and the holiday spirit, I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about potential true scares, their roots, and the reason why certain people truly dislike Halloween. Many of us horror fans are familiar with the genre of possession films. These films range from The Exorcist to Evil Dead to Jennifer's Body. These movies represent the nightmare of being taken over by a sinister force that reflects the horror of mental illness and the fear of losing yourself. It questions the power of the sides of good versus evil. Vulnerability can be taken advantage of, and no one is exempt, with security serving as an illusion. The spirits possessing these innocent and vulnerable souls are most times demons, which originate from Catholicism and represent the spirits living and reigning under Satan or the devil. Demons are effective scare tactics for religious people because rather than Freddy Krueger chasing you, a character that's obviously fake, Catholics have been told their whole lives that demons are real and can mess with your life if you let temptation in and live your life through sin. The devil is stereotypically known as a red-bodied man creature with horns, a tail, pitchfork, looming in the fiery mountains of hell. These specific images are said to be a consolidation of powerful mythology symbols turned bad. The pitchfork carried by Hades, who was the ruler of the underworld, the tail of Chimera, a satyr creature walking around with goat legs and human body, etc. Red itself is a powerful color and is the color of Cupid and the devil, the color of love and hate. It brings to mind hot-blooded anger and the scarlet letter shame. Over the years, red has been associated with power and sexual energy, leading Catholics and those alike to plead for their innocent daughters to wear white and represent their innocence, repressing all sexuality and temptation, leaving their red lipstick at home. This is also where the tradition of wearing white as a bride came from, and waiting until marriage to have sex. The last day of your purity, transitioning into your first day of love with the protection of a man, your husband, to keep you safe. White to red. Yuck. In the rock music world, the hand symbol of the devil horns has become almost entirely associated with concert goers and rock music. Ronnie James Dio, a member of the band Black Sabbath, was known for popularizing the sign of horns in heavy metal. He claimed that his Italian grandmother used the hand symbol to ward off evil. Ronnie began using that symbol soon after joining the band Black Sabbath in 1979, and its popularity exploded from there to become a symbol for the whole genre. These are some of the reasons why people dislike Halloween as a holiday, and just one of the reasons why people have problems with rock music genre, particularly in more religious areas. Many people are told that Halloween is the devil's holiday, and if you celebrate it, then you'll open yourself up to demons and temptation. People believe that if you dress up on Halloween, then you're practicing devil worship and are also succumbing to pagan practices, which goes against Catholicism as well. Many of these encouragements for exclusion are rooted in fear. You should fear the devil because if you're bad or tempted, then he's going to get you. When really, being afraid in situations like this is what's going to open you up to suggestion and potential possession. Many demons are said to be seen on Earth in haunted houses or haunted locations, disguising themselves as children or innocent people in order to gain a person's trust and take advantage of their vulnerability. In the first episode of a season of Ghost Adventures, the team visits a site called Goldfield Hotel, which is said to be a portal for all things evil, including demons. Many people have claimed to see a little boy running around the hallways, causing people to say, "Little boy, are you okay? You shouldn't be here," and then getting themselves lured into an evil trap. Catholics and certain priests that warn heavily against demons and temptation are actually making things worse. Fear is what allows the evil in, because you as a normal person are longing for comfort and to not feel fear. We'll do what we can to escape that feeling, and sometimes the best way to face it is really head on. You can't go over it, can't go under it, gotta go through it. Wearing devil costumes at Halloween time doesn't make you subject to the devil himself, but rather gives you all the power. You're saying that this red goat man has no power over you, so much so that you're willing to dress up as him for the holiday and basically somewhat poke fun. If the day comes that the devil shows himself to be real, then you may have the personal power you need to face him, rather than cowering at his feet in fear. Rather than talking about some of the more famous movies like The Exorcist, I want to talk about one movie in particular that reveals a lot of the themes we talked about today. Based on a true story, Deliver Us from Evil is a movie about a stubborn New York City cop named Ralph who knows right from wrong, fiction from reality, and becomes confronted with demons and ghostly happenings that really conflict with his belief systems. There's a constant internal fight and struggle of beliefs within Ralph that's apparent throughout the entire movie. He uses phrases like, I had a choice to live or die, and I chose God, while also saying things like, I'm a cop and a dickhead broke into our house, and God didn't stop him. I did, with a baseball bat. The movie breaks stereotypes of priests and enhances the stereotypes of cops. Ralph says at one point in the movie, if it is survival of the fittest, then why do cops and first responders lay their lives down for people that they don't know? Ralph further finds his beliefs and understandings pushed to the limit when he and his partner investigate a particularly bizarre incident. He forms an alliance with a unique and very modern priest who tries to convince Ralph and his partner that the real evil and demons do exist. The priest talks about the rules of demons, and here are the rules. They use altered voices, have superhuman strength, and know things that they would not normally know. He also said that there are 6 stages to exorcisms and says that you either reflect evil or have a unique ability to detect it. Ralph's concerned wife is constantly trying to get through to him, saying, you gotta let me in, which counteracts demons that say pretty much the exact same thing. The idea that something that you do allow into your life is being let in to protect you, the concerned wife, could also result in the opposite if you let the wrong one in, the demon. The demon will entice you to allow them in by offering you something that you need or otherwise would want, and couldn't get anywhere else. The primary evil in this movie is defined as demons and other worldly things, whereas secondary evil is defined as a man's free will to do horrible things. The illusion of fate versus choice, wherein everything you do is actually from your own choice. Thanks for listening to today's Wicked Wednesday post about demons and their history. Hopefully one takeaway from this is that temptation is real and out there, and it's our own personal choice as to what we do. Don't live in fear. Stand strong in your own choices. Remember that you write your own story.